What's going on, guys? Welcome to this afternoon's edition of your second stimulus check update. In this edition of the second stimulus check update, I have a lot to cover and some breaking news. Just a little bit ago, President Trump said the United States has over $300 billion sitting in an account. That's money left over from the CARES Act that he could use for stimulus checks. I'll address that in just a little bit. Also, 45 states have now been approved for the enhanced unemployment extension. There are issues on a $250 hazard pay that has already been approved. There's larger SNAP benefits coming, and also I'm going to address childcare grants that could help out thousands. So that's exactly what we're going to cover in today's second stimulus check update. If you can do me a favor, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button, and let's begin. So as of today, there is still a need and a push for second stimulus checks. Mike Pence said President Trump is still for a second stimulus check to the American people, but there are other pieces of legislation that are holding it up. Just a little bit ago, President Trump said in an interview at the White House that they have $300 billion sitting in an account, and he is willing to use that to issue stimulus checks to the American people. But he wants Congress to act and do their part. So he's essentially saying that there's money that's already been issued, but it has not been used. It is up to President Trump. He can use it at his discretion for stimulus checks, is what he's saying. I don't know the legalities of that. I don't know if that's exactly true, but that is exactly what he said in his interview. He also stated that Democrats are pushing to give illegal aliens stimulus checks. And this is causing Americans to get nothing because Republicans are not going to allow this. Now, I don't know what your thoughts on this are, but let me know down in the comment section below. Do you feel that somebody that is in this country illegally should get a stimulus check? Yes or no? Comment down in the comment section below. Also, somebody asked me earlier if the August jobs report that came out this morning, and I did a video on that just a little bit ago, if the August jobs report will affect the second stimulus check, causing Americans to get absolutely nothing. Honestly, after reading a handful of articles, watching many videos, I and many others believe that the biggest thing threatened with this jobs report was not a stimulus check. It was actually the enhanced unemployment extension. In most states, if you take advantage and if you get the average unemployment extension or unemployment benefit, and you include the $300 per week, that is slightly higher than the income the average person would get from that state. So it is because of this that a couple experts predict that the enhanced unemployment extension might be for less than $300 per week, but not more. So if the enhanced unemployment extension were to pass in the next stimulus package, chances are it's not going to be for $300. It would be for less, because it has been proven that $300 per week is slightly more for the average American across every single state. It's slightly more than what they would have received if they actually worked a 9-to-5 job. And that was one of the things that President Trump and Republicans said they did not want. They did not want any employee to get more on unemployment as opposed to going back to work. They also predicted that as much PPP funding may not be critical. So, the government was after Republicans and Democrats have been trying to get certain amounts of PPP funding, okay? And they believe that the amount that they were requesting is not going to be needed. So this could shave off billions of dollars from the next stimulus package, which would also help increase the odds of a second stimulus check or more funding directly to the American people. Now, there are many needs that need to be addressed to help the American people, and those needs could all be addressed, not solved, but they could all be addressed with a second stimulus check. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is a second stimulus check would cause people to pay, back rents, pay for other financial services, buy food, so they wouldn't need rental assistance and all these other programs. Yes, it would still be a good idea, but it would not be a necessity, because in some cases people could get back on track with their rent with just one single stimulus check. Now, most people will need more than a $1,200 stimulus check, but you get the idea. These experts also say that issuing a second stimulus check would be much easier, it would go much faster, and it would be a lot better than trying to get approval and trying to bail out some of these banks and financial institutions, and also getting rental assistance passed. It is because of this that many people watching many videos, but also reading a lot of articles over the past few hours, many people believe a second stimulus check is more likely now as opposed to yesterday, before the August jobs report actually came out. And not to mention, stimulus checks are just a good thing prior to an election anyway, so why would both parties not want to get a stimulus check passed in that sense? Now, let's address $250 hazard pay to frontline workers in Louisiana. This is being held up. State lawmakers in Louisiana, they end up passing a $50 million fund to give 200,000 frontline workers $250 as a one-time payment. This happened over 8 weeks ago. Well, as of today, the state says there are nearly 114,000 frontline workers that have yet to receive any hazard pay. And because of this, they looked into it, and there is a major need for additional verification. That is a huge problem when there's only been, 86,000 people that have been paid, and 114,000 have yet to be paid, and now they're saying after 8 weeks it needs additional verification. That's a big problem. A lot of people are very upset by that. Now, $250 is not a lot of money. It's not going to do too much. However, it will help. Any help right now is very good help. Now, not only is this a problem, but this program is also a first come, first served program. So that means that not every single frontline worker will receive $250. Once this $50 million fund is gone, it's gone, and you will not get anything else. Now, I understand that many people are upset because the government has not approved the HEROES Act that had a piece of legislation in there that would give essential workers $13 per hour as a bonus, up to $10,000 max. Understand that's not going to happen. In most cases, there's less than a 1% chance that would actually get approved. However, anything right now is good. Anything right now to essential workers is needed. Essential workers are essentially what's keeping our economy where it is. So again, if you are an essential worker, frontline worker, first responder, thank you for everything that you're doing and putting yourself in harm's way. Now let's address the unemployment news. 45 states, as of today, 45 states have been approved for the $300 unemployment enhancement. This is, as of today, FEMA has stated that 45 states are approved. This $300 boost has not yet been approved for the following states. Kansas, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, and South Dakota have all not been approved as of today. All the other 45 states have been approved. Now, South Dakota was the only state that declined this program, and they just wanted to say thank you to the government for offering this help. But South Dakota's governor said it is not needed in our state. So if you're from South Dakota and you're watching this video, let me know. Do you think that $300 unemployment enhancement would have been needed? You think it would have helped? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now, from FEMA's website, they say that all states will be issuing or start issuing the $300 unemployment enhancement before the end of September. So if you are supposed to get that and you don't by the end of September, then make sure you look into that and see what is going on. Also, let me explain how the unemployed are going to get screwed, right? This is not good news, but I want to explain what's happening. This morning, the August jobs report came out, and it came out better than expected. All right, you probably heard this already. I've already done a video on it, but I want to address this again. Many economists predicted that unemployment numbers would be around 9.8%. Well, the unemployment rate plummeted all the way down to 8.4%, which is really good news for the economy, not for people that are unemployed. Now, this was almost a 2% decrease from last month alone, which is big. This is the second largest drop in unemployment, and it was only beaten by our unemployment drop in June, right? So it's all been happening in the last few months. Due to this new knowledge of the decrease in unemployment, it is less likely that Congress will feel pressure to pass and extend the unemployment enhancement, that $300 per week that people are getting right now. And it's less likely they pass it, but it's even less likely it gets passed with any substantial length. For example, 6 months or a year is not going to happen. Now, some experts predicted this decrease in unemployment back in August due to workers going back to work. Since their $600 per week unemployment extension, that boost, it ran out. So experts said not getting that $2,400 boost every single month was a huge incentive to either go back to work or find a completely different job. So what I can tell you right now is anybody that is on unemployment, don't count on or rely on that $300 per week getting extended, because chances are it won't be after today's August jobs report. But if it does, it's not going to be extended for long, and it probably will not get extended for $300. So just keep that in mind as you're planning for your financial future. Now, I do have some great news for all of you that receive SNAP benefits. SNAP benefits are coming, and you're going to get more benefits. Here's what I mean, and this is great news. If you don't know what SNAP benefits are, just so that you know, SNAP benefits are Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program benefits. This means they give you money for food. It's a great program. Last year alone, it helped out over 38 million people. And this year, it's predicted it's going to help out even more so as this pandemic moves on and carries on. So, the SNAP program announced just recently that there will be an increase of over 5% on your benefits starting October 1st. So, and let me just give you an example. I have some numbers right here. That means for a family of 4, okay, your maximum benefit for a family of 4, and it depends on your income, the state you live in, and how many people are in your family, obviously. But the maximum benefit is $646 per month. Now, that would increase as of next month, October 1st, that would increase the benefit to $680 per month. Now, understand that's not a huge increase, but a 5% increase no matter what is still very good. Okay, that was double what it was predicted to go up by. Now, I also want to address a childcare grant that is available. There are many grants available, and I just want to put this out there so that you know about it, because many people don't. If you have children, this is important. Now, as more parents are going to work remotely, they're working from home, they need a place for their children to go. I work from home. I'm not home right now, obviously, but normally I do work from home. You've probably seen that from my video I did this morning. And the video that I did earlier this afternoon. You've probably seen both those. If you didn't see both those videos, I'll link to both of them down in the description box below. But both of those videos were done from my home office. I'm not there now, as you can see. But and I understand, I've been working from home for about 14 years, and I understand how difficult it is to do this with children. So, not only are people working from home, but because of this, many companies have required pay cuts. Okay, so you work from home, the companies give you a pay cut, and you still have to try to get your children, fed, taken care of, and you probably can't do that. So this is what these childcare grants are doing, right? Let me explain. In order to keep people working and still have someone available to take care of their children, many cities, counties, and even states are now offering childcare assistance programs. For instance, Buncombe County in North Carolina just passed an $800,000 child care assistance fund, and this will help out many families. This fund will send direct payments to child care providers for approved children, and this will also cover monthly fees until the end of 2020. So if you get approved today, you're going to have about 4 months of child care. At roughly $1,000 per child, you're going to have a benefit of roughly $4,000 from this child care grant. Now, although the county stated that this child care grant, this fund, is for struggling families, they also said that if you need funding, you need some money to help pay your rent or utilities, one of the things you can do is you can, instead of paying for childcare and trying to go get rental assistance, if you can prove you're struggling financially and you need help paying rent, but you have been personally paying for childcare, this program will pay for the childcare so that you can take the money that you were allocating to childcare and then you go and pay rent. So they're trying to help out, they're trying to be flexible, and I think this is an incredible idea. Because some people, yes, they would rather pay for childcare because it's needed every single day, as opposed to paying for rent, which they can technically still be in their apartment without being evicted, and they can hopefully make it up later on in the future. Now, these types of programs are popping up all over the country, so I just wanted to put this out there so that you are aware of it. If you didn't know, just go to google.com, type in childcare assistance or daycare assistance, daycare grant, childcare grant, and then type in your city, your county, or your state, and you will find that many cities, counties, and states are providing for frontline responders or frontline workers, first responders, and essential workers. So, and just people that are in need. So if you need help, you're struggling financially, go to google.com and type in, rental assistance, food assistance, childcare assistance, and there will be something there that will help you out. So there you guys go. That is your second stimulus check update for the afternoon of September 4th. If there's anything that I can do for you, please go ahead, ask your questions down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching today's stimulus check update. Do me a favor, like always, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button. If you enjoyed today's video, subscribe if you want to stay updated on everything stimulus and how to make money online, and I will see you guys on the next one.